Hello, this is Jim from Tech Buzz. We've got the Xperia 5-inch. I'm just going to give you a quick look and unboxing. I'm going to walk through everything. We're not going to bore you with specs or anything like that. It's been covered enough times now. So what we're going to do is go have a take an in-depth look at the phone, and then later on we'll have some image and video samples and so forth. So it's your typical Xperia box, as you can see, and on the back it'll just tell us we've got 12 megapixels, triple camera, 8 megapixel front, FHD HD OLED display, 3140 mAh battery, Snapdragon 855 and IP65 and 68, your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, micro SD and NFC. So in the box you will get your phone, you will get your startup guide, and you get the usual bits and pieces, and we're on USB-C, which is great. And Sony even throw in a little adapter, something for Apple and the likes to take note of. And you get your fast charging plug there, and you get your earbuds. And let's have a quick look, and they're just your typical standard earbuds with an inline remote control, which probably no one will use, as people tend to use their own these days. So onto the phone itself. On the back here you can see we've got a triple lens setup, and you have Sony on the back, and this is the black version, which is still a bit of a fingerprint magnet. You have your keys on the side, you have a fingerprint sensor here, volume here, and you also got side sense on this as well, which is a bit annoying sometimes, but there's a lot of features on it, and you have a dedicated camera key. On the bottom you've got your USB-C, your mic and a speaker, and on this side here is your SIM tray slot and so on. So we open up the device like so, and you have your typical affair here, and you will have your normal menu swiping up from the bottom, and in here you've got a suite of Sony apps. You've got Movie Creator, you have Asphalt 9, you have your games section here, you've Game Enhancer, Fortnite Installer, PS app, you've got Netflix 3D Creator, Prime Video, Cinema Pro, Image and Edge Mobile, your camera, your album, and the usual stuff you get with a Sony phone. And that's basically it. So if you drag it down, you have your typical layout for your settings there. You can change your navigation bar on the bottom like so. You have your device connection, and you can just do the usual in here. You have your appearance, always on display, your battery, your apps and notifications, your display settings. So in here you'll have the usual settings there: adaptive brightness, sleep, font size, advanced brightness level, image quality settings and enhancement, white balance. Your sound settings is in here, and let's see how loud it's going to be. So it is a single firing speaker, so that's what you're going to get. Your storage, your lock screen and security. So you have the usual in here: fingerprint, smart lock and so on. Then we go down, you have your accounts, your Xperia assistance, accessibility, your digital well-being, your Google service system support and all that jazz in there. So as I said, it's a pretty simple standard affair. Then you have your camera settings. So if you go into your camera, you have the usual setup on top. You have 16.9 and your 4.3 and 1.1. You have your selfie camera, you have your video modes down here, and you just tap on them to get the other options come up here. So you have panorama, manual, creative effect, AR, portrait, selfie, lens and slow motion. So in here is your settings. So you've got a self timer, still image 16:9. So that's what it's going to look like there. So this is a tall, slender phone, so it's taller than most, but it's very narrow going across, and it'll take a bit of getting used to, but you can use it one-handed. So you have predictive capture, object tracking, auto capture and soft skin effects, photography advice and all the usual stuff in here, where to store it, burst camera key and all this kind of stuff. So nothing new there when it comes to Sony. In your video you have your other settings here. So you've got HDR, timer, and the usual, and your size is up to 4K, as you can see. So you have HD, 1080, full HD, 60 FPS, full HD, and 4K, and some features will be disabled using 4K and so on. So back into the camera settings there. It's just pretty much the same as before, and we've done this already. So that's just basically a quick look on the phone and what you're going to get. It's pretty much a standard affair from Sony in the usual form factor. So just got to get a YouTube clip up here. Of course, you've got your stamina mode with Sony, and that's pretty handy to have. So we get up a video, we can get a sound of the speaker from here. Hello, this is Jim from Tech Buzz, and today I'm going to give you a quick first look and unboxing of the Jabra. So you've also got this dynamic vibration, if you might remember from a phone or two back, which is pretty good and it's pretty nice to have. They also have this on the front here, 2.19 multi-window. It's just basically split screen, and any apps that are compatible you'll be able to use the split screen. And you have this side window here which pops up, the side sense. You have your multi-window here to edit. You can swap windows and your side sense menu there. So that's what it looks like there. It's nice and handy to have. But I find these touches on the side a bit annoying, like some phones have, so I'll be turning that off and I won't be bothering with the likes of that. But that's just me. It's something that I just don't like, and plus I'll case up, so there'll be a case on the phone. But onto the camera, looking forward to checking out the camera. So I'll just give you an idea here what you're looking at there. So you got your 16:9 option here, then you have your 4.3, which will just narrow the screen, and then you have 1.1, which will just bring it down again. So using this phone, you'll be wanting to use 16.9. So if you do this here, and this is the thing that I've noticed already, the finger going over the lens, taking pictures, which is a bit annoying. It's just a matter of getting used to it with muscle memory. And this is what your zoom in will look like, and we'll take a photograph there like so. It'll pop up in your gallery, turn around, and you can get a good idea of what the image is going to look like there. So we're going to do some videos and so on, the usual stuff. It's pretty quick at switching between apps. So if you have a few apps open, you'll have the usual scroll across here like so. To clear them all, you just do that and you're back to your home screen, and it's pretty fast switching between. So we just open up a few there, so we'll go back up and you just go like so, and there's no problem at all moving between apps. It's pretty swift. So that's it for now. Any questions, hit me up at techbuzzurn.com. We'll see you in the next